So I'm here at about 4 p.m. Singapore time, and in about 24 hours I'll have to head to the airport. Now before that, there's a lot of things happening. I have to work, I have to do an interview, I have to meet different people, and all of that's gonna be within these next 24 hours. 5 a.m. so welcome back to Kuala Lumpur. Today I'm leaving for Singapore, and I want to share with you guys some of the tactics I use to manage my time, because there's a lot to learn in this and there's a lot to practice. So I'll show you exactly what I do and kind of the things I've learned over time as well. So when I get to the airport, this place is getting packed up really quickly. It's incredible. It's a coffee shop. I think the only one in the airport. Let's get to the boarding gate. And welcome again to Singapore. The flight was so short, I wanted to sleep a little bit, but I couldn't at all. So only like 45 minutes, I think we're ahead of time. So it's pretty cool. There was a security screening here arriving in the airport, but people are so nice. They're like, the employees are there, pick up your stuff, help you put everything in the basket. I forgot a coin in one of the basket. The guy was showing me everything. That's really cool. One of the good things about this airport. So I'm outside the subway station. Now it's a matter of finding the place. Shouldn't have been too hard. I'm not too far, but let's get to the place we're going to be staying at for the next for the next night. I removed a little bit of clothing because it's really hot here. Now it's time to find lunch. I'm super hungry. I think we're gonna go with number 2. I love how simple it is in Singapore to order everything in English. You don't have to worry about speaking in Chinese or Mandarin or whatever language. Everyone understands English, and that works really well. So super simple. The soup, always good. Okay, now the plan for this afternoon is to go explore a little bit. I have a little bit of time to go around, and since I'll be in Singapore only 24 hours or so, I thought I would have some free time and stuff. I do have to edit the video now, so I think I'll find a place to work first. I think there might be a shopping mall nearby, so I'll try to go there and work. The cool thing about walking around with a big camera is that you get to start conversation with people very easily and very frequently. I just finished talking with 2 guys from India. They were telling me about Singapore and all the stuff to do here, which I won't have time to do, but anyway, that's pretty cool. Now check the shopping mall, it's so cool. Look at that, look what they have for kids. You would never ever see that in Canada. Never. Only in Singapore. that's time to do something exciting. I'm gonna head to the promenade near the water here, which is a pretty cool place. Last time I went there was really rainy, so hopefully this time it's gonna be better. And let's get outside. It looks like we made it to the right place. Wonderful. I have to admit, this is much better when it's not raining, and today it's not raining. It's windy a little bit cloudy, but it remains a nice view in the city. Now, I promised you guys we'll talk about kind of time management and how I structure my day for success. And it's not so much about how you structure, like what you do when. It's more about the underlying principle, the principle below time management. And so I want to share a couple of those with you. I think the top 3 will be fine, because if you try to master everything at once, it's not going to work. So that's why I want to focus on 3. And these 3 principles are pretty simple. Let's start with the first one, but I want to share with you guys an example of that. So I'm here at about 4 p.m. Singapore time, and in about 24 hours I'll have to head to the airport. Now before that, there's a lot of things happening. I have to work, I have to do an interview, I have to meet different people, and all of that's going to be within these next 24 hours. And the first principle that I like to follow is I try to compress things. I try to have a compact schedule, because what happens when you have like 4 hours like of whatever thing you want to do, and it's not scheduled, structured, you don't do anything. You just like watch videos, you do whatever you're not supposed to do. You look on Facebook, I don't know, you do whatever you want, but nothing gets done. And that's a big problem. We want to structure things that every single second is scheduled for something. And that could be free time, or that could be work, whatever you schedule to do. I like to compress things. Instead of coming here in Singapore 5 days before the date I'm supposed to be here for the interview, I prefer to come here just the day before. And so I do the interview, I work, I take the flight, and I go back home. So everything is compact, everything is compressed, and I ensure that, well, first of all, like, this is exciting, this is interesting. I hate when there's too much free time, there's too much time to do like nothing. I want to have things structured so that I can optimize things and feel better myself. I just like the compact idea. And even though maybe not everything goes according to plan, and maybe things are gonna change, and that's fine, because you have to adapt your schedule. Now here's the very important part though, and I recommend you write this down and you take note of this mentally. You want to compress things and combine things and have a compact schedule, but not to the point where you are stressed out and you don't know what to do when you run around and like a chicken without a head, do whatever you can do in a short amount of time. That's not the goal, because you don't perform well in that situation. Some people say I perform well under stress, but they've never been to a situation where they have no stress, or they have like a proper level of stress. And so that's what you want to aim for, not like crazy high stress. You have to run around and be there and then come back. Like, that's not gonna work. You want to be at a kind of equilibrium point between worried and kind of relaxed and doing whatever you want to do. Now the other thing that we need to add to your schedule, and this I see people not doing it and they go wrong, is you will want to create a schedule that you love. Now we all have the same 24 hours in the day, we all have the same one life, and we all pretty much have the same number of years. If you schedule your life doing things you don't love, only to get to a point where you might be okay with the result, that's not gonna work. So your schedule should be something that you love. And like, people create their schedule, and I've been really guilty of that myself, where we try to compress and compact everything. So like, do this, then do that, and then reply to email, then do this phone call, and do this like program, then write this and complete this. And I would like not get half of it done, because there was like just too much things that I felt I had to do, but I didn't really want to do necessarily. Like, for sure there's things that you have to do in life, but it doesn't mean that you have to put all of them in one day and all of them in like an hour or whatever. So if you create a schedule that you love, if you take at least 1 day per week to just do whatever you want to do, schedule something fun, you can say you will show up to the week or show up to the next day with much more clarity, much more energy, as opposed to if you are just putting all these things on your calendar and trying to do everything to be able to achieve your goals. It's all a matter of doing what you like while doing what you want to do to achieve your goals. And of course there are things that you don't want to do. If you see that there's too many activities in trading you don't want to do, you don't feel like doing, ask yourself why. Would it be better to change to something else? That might be it, or that might not be it. Up to you to see. Now this last tip I want to give you guys will make the difference between having a schedule that you follow and pays average, and having a schedule that pays highly in the future. Not necessarily now, but in the future. And that is going to be very important. If you want to create a schedule that will provide you with advancement toward your goal and with more income over time, you have to schedule the important things and what we call the income producing activities first, and you have to do those. They might not have to be first in the day, they might have to be first in the week, but they have to get done. As Jim Rohn said, so many people major in minor things. They try to like spend time on emails, try to do everything they have to do. They try to do these lists, they try to make calls to their friends, check on Facebook, see if they didn't miss anything, watch YouTube videos, make sure they learn. But those are all kind of minor things. If you do them over time and if you do only that, you're not gonna get anywhere, and that's unfortunate. But you want to schedule the important stuff first. And depending on what's your goal precisely, we can call them either income producing activities, or if you're more advanced, they're gonna probably be impact producing activities. So you might be at a point where you want to make more income. Schedule these income producing activities in your calendar and in your day. If you're more advanced and you've made the income you want to make in your life, or you feel like you have too much income, then go with these impact producing activities where what will help you have more impact, achieve more impact in the world. And those are the things you want to schedule and get done first. Because I think impact and income are pretty much the biggest two things we can achieve in life. Now let's get with some examples. If you are in trading, like I am, and you want to be able to trade full-time, and so let's say you didn't reach that level yet, an income producing activity won't be watching videos or reading blog posts or following someone else's analysis online. That won't be it. That would be barely minimum okay, but not enough to help you get to the level you want to be at. A good activity to replace that could be following a course and applying the course. So you schedule time to look at the lessons, look at the videos, and then schedule like an hour or two after to apply whatever you learn, apply whatever was taught in that module. And if the instructor didn't tell you like what to apply after every module, there's a problem there, and you might want to skip that course. But if you have something to apply, then that's very good. You want to spend time applying it. Maybe schedule time to review the course, schedule time to practice, schedule time to talk to the instructor if you need to. And all those things are going to help you make a difference. Now, if you've been to the place where you've done your course and you've understood how to trade, maybe some research on your own is going to be the best income producing activity. Backtesting, researching ideas, forward testing, reviewing your trades, those are all things that can help you get more income. And even though they might not produce income like right now in a click, they are what produce income over time. Now trading of course has to be scheduled. Like you cannot just go there and research and backtest and forward test and make an income. That's not gonna work. So trading time has to be scheduled every day, what time you're gonna trade at. I personally look at the market every morning, do a review there, look throughout the day. I have these time scheduled on my calendar. And all those things allow me to have a reminder whenever I have to look back at the chart. And I tend to not forget any time with that. So I hope this makes sense. I'm gonna try to head back to the place I'm staying at. And as a reminder, I know I said that a couple of times here on the channel, but there's this time blocking guide which I created a couple of weeks ago about how I schedule my time. It goes through the process that I follow on a weekly basis to plan my week, schedule time for it, and make these appointments recurring so that I don't have to think about it next. It's all there and I don't forget anything. So check out the guide there, it's free. And I get a lot of requests about time management, so hopefully that can be useful for you. I came across a pretty cool food court for dinner. So that's going to be the dinner for tonight. Take a look at that. We've got some meat, we've got some vegetable and some rice. $5.80 Canadian or Singapore dollar, pretty much the same. Not bad. So we are on with a different part of the day. I'm going to meet my friend Chua who lives in Singapore. It's gonna be MRT ride and then we'll get there pretty fast. Well, after an hour of waiting, looks like it's not gonna take place. So I'm gonna head back, take the subway. Very packed day tomorrow and that's gonna be awesome. Make sure you subscribe, click the like button, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.